Hello everyone, how are we all doing? My name is Emiram and welcome back to Hi Moms with Emiram. So today we are preparing something very delicious and I'm not going to even joke about it. So we are preparing what is called Mpotompoto. Mpotompoto is a Ghanaian dish and it is made with cocoyam, yam or potatoes, but it's so delicious. And even though it's from Ghana, Nigerians love it and they call it Asaro or Yam Pottage. I hope I got it right there. Okay, so let's dive into the details of this meal. As you can see here, we are starting with our meat and we are using the beef, and beef is from cow, and so we are using the meat of a cow. I'm saying this because I need to say it. Yes, so we are going to cut this into smaller sizes. That's going to be chewable enough. Yes, and so as you watch, I'm cutting it into smaller pieces and I will add my spices to it and then steam all together. You can, however, decide to use any meat of your choice so that you could be able to enjoy your meal. We are done cutting the meat, and so we'll go ahead and wash it now. I have to apologize, my lighting here was too bad, and that's why most of the time I don't actually show this part of it, but I have to wash it and show it to you guys. So I washed this for about 3 times, and then I washed it very thoroughly. I used hot water for the first wash, and the subsequent ones I just used the warm water to wash it. After washing, we are adding my ginger and garlic mix. We'll add some Maggi to it. I'm using just half because I'll use the other half in the main meal. I added some salt and I'm adding some Badia complete spices. These are the spices that I'm using for the meat. I'll stir all of this together and then I'll add some water. I'm adding enough water because I want the soft, and also because we are going to prepare everything here, and so we need the water, we need the paste, we need everything here. So I'll cover it up and put it on fire to boil. So while the meat is on fire boiling, I'm going to be peeling my potatoes. Okay, like I said earlier, Mpotompoto is made of cocoyam, yam or potatoes. I chose to use potatoes because potatoes has a very unique sweetness in there, and so it's easier to enjoy it. And because I want to enjoy it very well, I use the potatoes. And so guys, you don't have to worry about it. You can decide to use the yam and you will still get this taste like I'm saying. And so we'll peel all of this off and then we will cut it into very small pieces. I had this thing, the potatoes, to use for a while now, but I was proving stubborn to go ahead and prepare the meal, and so I had some bad ones like the one you are seeing right now. I tried my best to save some of them. This was very terrible, and so I didn't even get the amount of potatoes like I wanted. And I'm going to research on how to actually save some potatoes when you don't have to use it immediately. So please, if you buy your potatoes and you want to use it, please at least 3 days use it, okay? Because I really got hurt about this whole thing. Anyways, so we'll go ahead and slice all of these things, chop them into smaller pieces, and then put all together and wash it. Guys, if I tell you the amount of potatoes I had and what I was able to recover, see this little one, this is very sad. It's very sad. But anyways, we have to eat, and this is quite enough to prepare a meal for 2 or 3 people. And so I'm washing this. I'm also washing this one for about 3 times, and you don't have to worry about the black spots that you see in them, especially when you are very sure of how well you peeled the potatoes. It's normal, and if you see, I was able to take it off. Yes, so we wash all of this and then go and check on our meat. So we are checking the meat to put the potatoes in, but looking at it, it's not quite soft enough. You don't have to be very soft, but then it has to be at the pace where after the meal is done, everything will come to softness. So we left it on fire for another 5 minutes, and then we came and looking at the stock, you can tell that it's okay. It's now okay to add the potatoes. And so we are adding the potatoes. So this is what I was explaining to you. So adding the potatoes to the stock and everything will help retain the flavor, the natural ingredient, everything that you have used for this meal. It will help retain it, and that's exactly what you are looking for. So after this thing, trust me, you need to try this meal. You really need to try it. So stay with me and let's watch till the end.
Hustle hard, hustle every single day.
After adding the potatoes, looks like we need enough water, so we are adding more water, and then I will go ahead and add our vegetables we're using for this meal. And so I'm just using half of onion, I'm using one tomatoes, and I'm using some pepper. This pepper is hot enough, and for the quantity we are preparing, the meal we are preparing, you don't really need that much to be too hot. And so I'm going to leave this on fire to boil.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow.
Let's go ahead and prep the other ingredients. So in this case, we are come to prep the Koobi, also known as the tilapia salted dry fish, or tilapia salted fish, however you want to call it. So this is very good for its indigenous flavor. This Koobi gave me a hard time, guys. It really gave me a hard time, very hard. And so I advise that when you're going to use this, please use the scissors if you have. I didn't have any available, and so that's why I used the knife, and it really gave me a tough time. So I'm going to be taking off the scale and everything out, and make sure that I don't have any bones left in it. And so after doing all of this, I will put it in water, soak it for some time, make it softer enough to be able to take out the bones from every part of it. And I'm not going to use all of this, I'm just using half, because like you saw, our potatoes was not as much as we expected it.
There's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go.
Finally, we are done, and this is our last wash before we soak it for some time and then take off the final bones from it. And so as you can see, I'm going to be taking the final bones that we will have in the Koobi, and then I will cut it into smaller pieces and soak it so that we don't have too much salt in there.
Be a slave, I've been doing shit my way, or the highway, and in the driveway is a nice range, cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go.
Now that we are done with the Koobi, we'll go ahead with our herrings. It's also called Amani, yes, or smoked herring, yes. And so we'll go ahead and also take off the skin, and then make sure we don't have any bones. We are making sure to take out all of these bones from this protein or this stuff we are using, because this will help avoid anything that will make it uncomfortable to enjoy this meal.
Some batter in your brain, that's why I say fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display, on repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain.
And because we were using some fish, we decided to go with the salmon. Okay, but I was corrected in one of my previous video that it's called mackerel. So please, I'm using the mackerel for this, and as you can see, we are taking out the bones. I don't know what just happened here, but I think I just have to try it and see how nice this mackerel was, or this salmon, or this smoked fish was like. And so we took off all the bones, and then we went to check on our potatoes on fire. We are adding the herring to it because we want the herring to release, or to release its flavor into the meal, and also make it softer enough by the time we are done with all of this. And so we'll stir it together and take out our tomatoes, our onion, and our pepper. So you can also grind this in your earthen well, or you can use the blender. It will still come out the same thing, but I was in a hurry, so I decided to use the blender, which was quite faster and easier for me to use. Before we go ahead and blend, I'll add my star aniseed, or the star spice, to it. This star spice, God, don't joke with it. The flavor, the aroma is too nice for it, and we are adding it at this time because that's the best time to add it. So we are done blending this, and then we'll add all together and then mix it on fire. You can see that potatoes is looking quite softer now, and because it's called Mpotompoto. Mpotompoto means mashing, right? Yeah, I guess I'm not wrong. And so we are going to mash the potatoes, not all, but you can mash as much as you want to. It also makes it very nice. And so we are mashing all of this together. Let's go ahead and add some shrimp powder to this, and you all know what shrimp powder does to a meal, guys. Don't joke with shrimp powder. It's very nice for this particular meal. It makes the food very rich, heavier, and very tasty. We'll also go ahead and add our mackerel, or our salmon, or our smoked fish to it as well. We are adding all of this because as far as our potatoes is soft, and it means that our meal is almost ready. So we are adding this, and then we also add our Koobi to it. Koobi, the game changer. Oh my god, the Koobi goes into it at this time, and it releases some good flavor into the meal. And so we'll mix all of this together. We'll cover it and leave it on fire to allow some magic to be performed. But we'll go ahead then and put some eggs on fire, because we're going to be eating this with some eggs. I'm sure by now you are wondering, if she says the meal is ready, then what's she chopping these tomatoes for? Well, wait and see. I said it, wait and let's watch till the end of this video. So I'm going to be chopping these tomatoes. I'll chop some onion as well and put it aside, and I'll show you what I'm going to use it for.
You can still go, even when you feel slow, you can still go, even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no.
In the meantime, please make sure to take out all the seed you can find in the tomatoes, because it's very necessary for whatever we are going to use this for. Yes.
Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range, cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain.
Oh my goodness. You should smell this aroma. You should smell this. Oh my goodness. It smells so good. Very delicious. I mean, I've not tasted it yet, but I could tell. And like I said, I don't really taste food when I'm preparing it, but I could tell. And I said this meal was ready. All you need was to add oil to it, and you are good to go. So I've added my oil to it, and I'll leave it for just about 5 or 2 minutes, yes, and it is ready. But you know, to make this meal very delicious, more delicious, appealing, and enticing for people to enjoy it, people to enjoy the look before they even dig into it. That is why we are slicing the onion and the tomatoes, and so I'm going to show you what exactly we'll do with it. I'm going to be adding some onions to this, and like I said, I'm going to leave it on fire for just about 5 minutes or 2 minutes. It depends on you, the individual, because it's ready.
Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you
So in a hot saucepan, we are going to be adding some palm oil, leave it to melt, add some onions, what we sliced earlier on, and then we'll leave it to fry for about 2 minutes. Yes, then we add our chopped tomatoes to it as well. We also leave this to fry for about 2 minutes, but we don't let it fry too much. Just 2 minutes is enough. Then you remember the Maggi I spoke about, the remaining half, so we are adding this as well. And by now I'm sure you guys will know and identify that I like to use the pepper to garnish my food exactly. And so I'm going to use this particular mixture I'm doing right now to garnish my meal. You got it right, to garnish my meal, to make it more appealing, more enticing. Fun enough for people to want to eat the meal, because it actually tastes exactly how it will look like. And so I was done with my egg and I'm serving the meal, because this meal is ready. And see how rich it looks like. Very delicious. This food or this meal is something you can't resist. It's the taste you can't resist. Guys, I'm not kidding. You really have to try this Mpotompoto, or however you will call it in your local language. It is perfect. It is perfect. I don't think I'm exaggerating. I want you all, and I'm pleading, like for the first time, let me just plead with you all to try this meal and come to my comment section and tell me how exactly it feels like. You see how it looks? Anybody who sees this will want to just enjoy it. When I did, oh my goodness, it was rich with all the ingredients we had in there. It was perfect. It tasted so good. And we have come to the end of this video, and I really hope that you guys are inspired to prepare this. I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed preparing it, and as much as I enjoyed it in my belly. And I'm not going to be selfish to say this, but I really hope you guys will try this at home and let us know how it felt and how it tasted like. To all my old subscribers, thank you so much for the love. Thank you for the encouragement. Thank you for your love, your support, and everything you're doing. And for the new subscribers, thank you so much for joining this family. I promise you are not going to regret this. Please give us a thumbs up, please like, subscribe, and share this to your friends if you really enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for everything, and it's always love from this side. But until we meet again, have a great, wonderful weekend, and bye.